Good morning and welcome to this Melbourne Cup Tuesday edition of the OFX Currency Couch. Well, after the significant risk events of last week, this week doesn't promise a lot in terms of macroeconomic or Reserve Bank data. Of course, we're looking to the Australian Reserve Bank meeting today for some direction and guidance on perhaps where the Australian dollar will move throughout this week and ahead. But to be honest, we're not really expecting much change from the Reserve Bank's board and an update to that neutral monetary policy stance. They've been very vocal of late, but we will be perhaps looking to Friday's monetary policy statement for further guidance into perhaps where the RBA sees its monetary policy platform moving next year and whether we will see any changes from that 1.5% cash rate. Recent poor performance across inflation and retail sales is throwing up questions as to whether the bank can in fact raise rates at all next year. So that monetary policy statement will be key to firming that guidance and outlook perhaps for the Australian dollar moving forward. It has struggled on moves above 77 US cents throughout the last 2 weeks, and although we're well supported at 76.30, we're very much now dependent on the outlook for the US dollar. Last week we saw the GOP unveil its first tax reform plans, and that now sits with the House and the Ways and Means Committee, where we expect to see a number of revisions across that bill, but that final setup will greatly shape the outlook for the US dollar moving forward. We also look to the formation of the FOMC, as we've seen the US dollar rally stall on suggestions that this makeup is changing. Governor Powell was announced as the new president, but Stanley Fisher steps down as vice president, so who fills his shoes will greatly outweigh the guidance for Fed outlook moving forward. Of course, if you want any further direction, please don't hesitate in contacting either our private or corporate teams.